Drinking with Jack, Season 2, coming to Poindexter Lounge.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge, the mobile lounge. Welcome to the lounge. It is good to have you guys with me today. We're going for a ride, driving with Enosh. All right, we're going driving. Where are we gonna go? I don't know. Who knows? You never know where we might end up. What's up, Stella? Good morning to you, Stella. Much love to you. And I got your message. I crashed last night at 8 p.m. All right. Oh, yeah, I crashed last night at 8 p.m. I was exhausted. I had only got about a half hour sleep. If you were all on the stream the night before, like I literally went upstairs, went to bed, and I didn't get back up. And woke up this morning at about 4:30, and was ready to start my day, kind of. And so I watched Mando, or not Mando. I watched. Yeah, I messed that up. I watched Boba Fett, watched Book of Boba Fett, and then went back to bed for an hour. Yep. What's up, Jalen? Good to see you, Jalen. What's up, Cherie? Cherie. Good to see you, Cherie. Yes, it is Wednesday morning. We got some good stuff happening at the lounge this morning. And today, don't forget tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time, I will be on with Austin for the greatest people I know here on Poindexter Lounge, part of the Poindexter Pantheon. And so I'll be on there. He's interviewing me. And you know what? I think it's gonna be really cool. He sent me some preliminary stuff, and it was good. It was good. I was right the first time. Yeah, you know what? Look, here's the way I'm looking at all these Disney things, right? We can get, and this is, we're going to talk about it tonight, right? I'm gonna talk about stuff tonight, with the ending of the show and everything. I think people are just being way too critical of it. I think people are expecting way too much out of it. I think look, no matter what happens, people are going to complain about it. It just is. It just is. People are going to complain about it. And I'm seeing that, right? Like content creators, they have to have something interesting to say about it, right? And for a lot of content creators, it's that if you to look like you are saying something interesting, you have to have a critical view of it, right? You have to critique it. Here's the thing. With all of these Star Wars things that are coming out, with all these different shows, none of them are going to be perfect. None of them, absolutely none of them are going to be what you expect. We gotta check our expectations at the door. We can have, look, I'm not telling you that you can't have personal um, differences with it, but I am saying that there are some things that you have to check at the door and understand that it's not going to be what you think, and it's not going to be the way that you want it to be, and it's a story. You're going to have parts of that story that you don't like. There was parts of Book of Boba Fett that I didn't like, that I thought were slow, that I thought were, unneeded maybe at times. Like, I'll be honest with you, this last episode, there's a lot of action, and people were like, "Oh, I love the action. I wanted the action. I wanted that." Like, that's not what I'm really drawn to. I'm really drawn to the storytelling. I'm drawn to the characters. That's why I love the episode before, because it had all that. But people, listen, I'm at a point in my life where I realize if I like something, other people are probably going to hate it. And if other people hate it, I'm probably going to like it. And that's just the way it is. Hey, Eddie, I see you back there. I'll bring you in a second. I'm on my phone, so it acts weird. It doesn't give me the little blip to know that you're back there. So give me just a second, man. Everybody freaked out at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian when Luke showed up. I didn't care for it. I thought it looked cheap. Everybody was like, "Oh, it looks beautiful. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever." And I was just like, no, I liked how he came in. I liked what he did. It was cool. But, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't think it was that good. It didn't look good. And it just kind of like, for me, it just kind of cut me right out of the moment, right? Uh, that being said, episode 5, or was it episode 6? Episode 6 of Book of Boba Fett, I loved. I loved Luke. I loved that development. I loved everything about it. My gosh, it was awesome. And everybody critiqued the heck out of it, right? And was just, I mean, I couldn't believe some of the, like they didn't like Luke. Like the technology actually looks amazing right now. And then everybody was just like slamming on the technology. People who said they cried and loved the one from the Mandalorian season 2. Now it looks a million times better, but they had to find something wrong with it this time. I'm telling you, I'm it should go to show you though, I am not a shill. I'm not one to just go along with the crowd because I enjoyed it. This last episode, I thought it was awesome. There was some predictable stuff like, spoiler alert, but Boba Fett riding a Rancor, that was fantastic. That was amazing. Just stuff that happened in there was great. I won't get too much detail of spoilers because I don't want to spoil it for too much. Um, Oh, hey, and Elsa. Hey, I love you, Elsa. Like, look, I want you to know, like, because Elsa and I had um, oh, good. I'm glad. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to read. It's really bright here. Uh, yeah, like, Elsa had a differing point of view on Luke, right? On Luke, with with how he sent Grogu back. And that's fine, right? But that's why I like having conversations about it. I'm sorry. I can't, it's so bright. Um, Sorry, the sun is so bright and like we're having one of those days where the snow's melting. So let me get to a darker area and then I gotta see if Eddie's still back. Yeah, Eddie's still back there. Hold on a second. Sorry, Eddie. Um, so I just, like I enjoyed that episode, and the thing is like everybody's gonna have a differing opinion about it, and that's fine. You know what I just get tired of? I just get tired of people like saying this is the definitive thing. Like, if you don't agree with me, basically, I'm going to shun you, or I'm going to push you out. I'm not going to have you on my channel because you're differing opinion. Like I'm not going to listen to your opinion, or it's stupid, or it's I don't like it, or whatever. Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. Uh, Everybody critiquing these things episode by episode, you're missing the bigger picture. Like if you're gonna get pissed off because Mandalorian shows up in Book of Boba Fett and it's a Mandalorian show. I get it, okay. But you know what? What started it all? Mandalorian, right? What started this whole thing? The Mandalorian. And I'm just telling you, if you don't get with the picture that this is a large story, if you don't get with that idea, you are going to hate the journey. Just telling you. They've told us flat out it is going to be a journey. It is building to an amazing, climax, right? So if you don't enjoy the journey, you're just going to be pissed off for the next few years, right? So, I'm in a parking lot, by the way. I'm good. Thank you, though. I appreciate y'all. No, it's just right. I just can't see the. That's why I wasn't spending a lot of time looking at that. I was at a stoplight when I did that. Um, but I appreciate you guys. I always drive safe. But I appreciate you guys being concerned for me. Uh, it's just, you know what I mean? Like I just want people to enjoy the journey because Star Wars is that, and this story that they're telling is a multi-part, multifaceted, multi-show thing. It's not going to be just, the Book of Boba Fett is not just going to be about Boba Fett. Well, I wanted to see more, thing with Boba Fett. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I understand it. I understand it. Well, the Mandalorian shouldn't have come in there. Yeah, he should have. Yeah, he should have. Like Luke shouldn't have been in there. Yeah, he should have. Right. I got my own opinions on like, the whole thing with Luke and sending Grogu back and all that stuff, and Elsa and I had that conversation and that's cool. Uh, we'll talk a little bit more about that tonight. Now, just before I bring Eddie in, I want to get back to this thing that I missed here. Okay, so Elsa said our conversation on Twitter was proof of that. I don't agree with something you did, and we talk like two normal and civilians too. Absolutely, absolutely. This is why you're an amazing person. Thank you, Elsa, and I appreciate you, and you're an amazing person as well. Sheree, thank you. Says, I love the episode, but I'm just still of the opinion that it felt off for the book of Boba Fett. But I suppose it does add a bit more context for episode 7. Yeah, because if we didn't get those little diversions in episodes 5 and 6, episode 7 would have just been like, oh, the Mandalorian. People would have complained then because oh, the Mandalorian just shows up. Oh my gosh, and like he doesn't have Grogu. Why doesn't he have Grogu? What happened with like obviously we know that he wouldn't have Grogu, but you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have Grogu, and like he needs to get a ship. He needs to get those things. So there's those things that like they actually tried to pay attention to detail, and people still didn't appreciate it. I just I don't know. Hi, Enosh. This has been a very tough week. My grandmother passed away, and today was Blueberry Comics. I'm so sorry. Um, you know, I got to call you Blueberry Comics, and it feels a little. Sorry, I'm not asking for your name, obviously, your real name, but just don't want to make light of that. I'm so sorry that your grandmother passed away. I've been there here in this last year, in this last few months, and my heart goes out to you. My prayers are for you, Blueberry. Um, I pray the best for you, and I pray for your family. I pray for healing and for peace. Okay, I'm so sorry. Um, uh, Thank you guys for for the condolences towards him. Sounds a little weird. Yeah, I don't know what it's been lately. This being on the road's been doing this. I don't know. DC making big announcement today. Are they? Okay, we'll see what they do. Uh, EVS might be involved. Oh my gosh. Uh, Discover merger complete, maybe. All right, so I'm gonna bring in. Oh, I got a couple people. So I got Eddie. I'm gonna add to the stream. Oops, did I add him? There we go. And I got Stella. I got two of you
Hello,
guys. How you guys
everyone.
doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do I sound like a
I'm hanging in there.
robot?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming
see,
in
you
a
guys
little
sound like
grainy on my
a
end.
robot too. Oh my gosh. Dang. I don't know why it's been doing that lately. Like I feel like my phone, I just got this new phone and I feel like it's trash. I feel like I don't know, I got the iPhone 13 and I just feel like it's a pain in the butt and it's
Just might have gotten a dud one. You might have to exchange it
yeah, it's
because
it's doing
I've
weird
had
stuff like
friends that yeah.
when I go on like Facebook, like I used to be able to just go on my phone and like now it's like all distorted and everything and I've had so much problems now with T-Mobile. You guys just don't even know. Oh my God. Like I didn't want
Yeah,
to sign up with T-Mobile and now I have and everything's been a pain in the butt and now I'll have to apparently go do this, make them even more mad at me. So there you go.
mhm, mhm. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So how are you guys today?
Just want to send my condolences out to Blueberry Comics because my aunt just passed away too, and my dad passed
Yeah.
away less than 6 months ago. So yeah, I feel for you, and not an easy time.
Oh. How you doing, Eddie? We haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be here for first time in a long time. But yeah, I just came off watching the Book of Boba Fett too, and I have my things with it, but I did like the finale. But when are you never not going to see criticisms when it comes to Star Wars, especially to the people who already have agenda against it? So it's like either ignore them or say something back. But I do both, I guess. But like I said, I like Star Wars the direction they are right now. I'm not complaining. I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just think
it's just a hold on a second. I'm gonna connect to the I just walked into Walmart. I'll be right back. I'm gonna connect to the internet here. Hopefully maybe that'll help the voice thing. All right. Hold on a
yeah,
second. Hold on a second.
good to see you, Eddie.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I was watching along on a live stream,
Yeah.
Boba Fett. I thought it was pretty good. Slightly anticlimactic after last week's episode, but I still enjoyed it.
No, I liked it too, and like I said, people were loving the last two episodes because of all the fan service and everything else. And I already knew this episode was gonna be more Boba centric because obviously it's a finale, and people are already trashing him
Yeah, of
saying
course.
he's a cameo in his own show. So no, I think he did a pretty good job being the obviously the
Yeah,
focus
well,
character.
yeah. I mean, I still thought it was good because I still encompass this as part of the Mandalorian because it could be any Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So, and this is the book of Boba Fett. So, hopefully, they get a second season.
Ooh, I don't know if I want one though. It's
Well, it could be a
hard.
short one. It doesn't have to. I mean, I was surprised it was only 7 episodes. Um, Considering two of them are really the Mandalorian.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, this feels more. Those two episodes that everyone loved felt more like a setup for a Mandalorian season three.
Yeah, I felt that it was supposed to be like
Yeah.
season 3, episode 1 and 2.
Yeah,
But again, when you encompass it within the Mandalorian, then I could give a lot of leeway and not use Boba Fett as a totally separate entity.
Yeah.
So
Well, and see,
we'll
but
see
see,
how this
that's the
goes. I
thing is
mean,
like
there's a bigger story.
that's the thing. That's the thing, Stella, is that you know what? It's going to be a story that is all encompassing, and we just got to look at it that way. You know,
Yeah.
because if we don't look at it that way, we're gonna like I said just a few minutes ago, like we're just gonna be pissed off. You know, and guess
Mhm.
what? I'm at Walmart. I just got a Catwoman from the
Ah,
Batman. I
yes!
found one. Oh my gosh, I was so
Yay!
happy because I already got okay. So they got the Batman.
Hmm.
They got the Batman. Well, you know, maybe we should get one of these and do it as a giveaway.
Hey, if there's two of them, swipe them up. I mean, hey,
They
do it.
got three of them. They got three of them. So I think I'm gonna get one for a giveaway. Look who else they have here. Look who else they have here. My gosh, they got three dark sides.
oh,
Awesome.
Dang, they
well,
got three dark sides. That's crazy.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
That's
good.
crazy.
You better collect
Yeah,
them
that's.
since we're never gonna see him again.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it, Eddie. Stop it. Oh dear God. Oh my gosh. You know what I want? Like if anybody finds one, please for the love of God, like these little DC figures like this right here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These ones right here. I actually like these. And I need a Green Lantern and a Lex Luthor. I cannot find I found one Green Lantern and a kid I was talking to. I saw him with it and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool, man, that you got that." And he's like, "Yeah." And so when I went over there, they didn't have any more. And I was like bummed. I
Yeah.
was
No.
really bummed because I was talking to this kid and he's like, "Are you a DC fan?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "In fact, I know the guy who was supposed to play John Stewart." And he's like, "What?" And I was like telling him about that and stuff. And so that was cool. But yeah, but that's the only time I've ever seen one. Have not seen one since, and I'm a little frustrated about it. If I'm being quite honest, I'm a little
I
frustrated about it.
We have to start a network of toy collectors. I mean,
But I got a Catwoman.
Catwoman.
It was the only Catwoman in the store, and I got it. I got it. Oh, a Catwoman from the Batman movie. She's got a whip, making up songs about Catwoman. Oh, in the middle of the toy aisle. Oh, this is
uh,
how I roll on a Wednesday morning. All right,
Excellent.
so who we got? We got 12 people. So if you guys think, what's up, H Barts? Said, hey Enosh, I'm kind of sad, no Max Revo, but there was no body. Exactly. And if there's no body, that
because
means
because it got disintegrated.
right.
No, when you rewatch the
Ouch.
episode, Max isn't there.
Ouch. Ouch. Cherie. Shh. I tried to cover it up. Yes, I almost called her Cherie. I know. I almost called her Cherie. All right. So if you guys think that I should get an extra Batman to do as a giveaway, post a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure that you guys are actually interested in something like that. But yeah, so yeah, look, I liked the episode. Like I said, the show as a whole. We'll talk about it a lot more tonight, but the show as a whole was good. It bounces around a lot, but that's what I'm saying. Like from the information that I've gathered, and I've actually gathered some information about this. I've actually talked to somebody involved, and it's kind of cool. But we're going to see this. We're going to see this thing jump around. We're going to see multiple characters in shows. Like, just because the show has the person's name in the show, that's not going to be like the only thing that show deals with, because they're telling literally a story that, like, even though, like, say the show is called Boba Fett, you got to think of it like these are the new movies, right? So, like, it's not just gonna be about that one person. I got this set yesterday. I see. I didn't stream last night, so I didn't get to show you guys all my finds. Check out this set. It's the motorcycle. Oh, here, hold on a second. House. Layout, single layout. Okay, here we go. So check out this set. It's got Batman and Selena Kyle. It's got the motorcycle. It's the Selena Kyle chase. So that's going to happen in the movie. So there you go. So I'm excited about that. Yep, lots of 1s in there. Okay, so we got the Batman, and then of course down here is I got a whole display here. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. So yeah, I'm just chilling on a Wednesday morning. I'm leaving here. When I leave here, when this stream is done, I am actually going to talk to our local school system about substitute teaching.
Oh,
so that's can you imagine me as your substitute teacher? Like boys and girls.
That'll be awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Like, all right, boys and girls, it's time to learn. So yeah, so I've been talking to them. So
especially if you fail me, and now I'm definitely not going to show up to your streams anymore.
Well, I'd be a substitute teacher. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be your main teacher, but
I mean, you can still give me an F for today. You can still give me an F for today.
That's true. No, our school systems are in desperate need of teachers, and it's just we just need them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the pandemic's also taking a hit on the educational staff.
Yeah. This is ugly. This is The Rock. I have no idea.
From where?
I don't know. It just says The Rock Walmart exclusive. It's art series. So it's like he's got like artsy stuff all over him. Like he's got the bull. He's got the bull there, you can see. This is The Rock, but like it doesn't look anything like The Rock.
No, it does not.
Like he's got his hand up like that, and he's got the microphone, but oh, check it out. For anybody who used to read Mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alfred E. Newman.
I like Mad, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like him. It doesn't. I don't know. Kind of.
No. That doesn't translate to a Funko Pop.
Not really. But you could get a Hamilton Pop. Probably not going to do that either. Some interesting things. We could get you a Seinfeld backpack, Stella.
Meh. As a New Yorker, I actually wasn't a big Seinfeld fan. Although I used to work near the soup Nazi.
Oh yeah. Here's
Yeah,
a Mandalorian bag. See,
not too
got
bad.
Grogu. You got not Grand Moff, but Moff Gideon,
Hmm.
and no Mandalorian on there. But it's got Boba Fett though. It's got like Boba Fett like all messed up and stuff.
I take
Pretty
that
cool.
over the Alfred E. Newman one. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So, let's see what else is going on today. I don't know what else is going on today.
Did you already secure your tickets for the Batman?
I did not. I did not.
Ooh.
Look, you can get a vinyl record of Star Wars: The Mandalorian. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not a. Why is that here with all the records? So I just want to, in my defense, it's the size of a record.
It's vinyl?
Okay, it's holy crap. Okay, so this is the vinyl section
What
here
is
at
it?
Walmart. So it's all this, and so this is like sitting here. It's a 2022 calendar, but for some reason somebody put it right here, and it's the same size as all of the records. So I thought it was like the
Vinyl.
music of the Mandalorian, and I pick it up, and it's a 16-month calendar. It's okay. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's all right. But yeah, that's not cool. Why put that kind of stuff there? I don't know.
Musician Enosh, do you still have a record player?
So we do have a record player, Tiffany. So I'll be honest with you. I'm not big into vinyl. Like I'll be honest with you.
Neither am
And
I. That's why I'm asking.
yeah, I'm not into that. We have a record player because, okay, so in all honesty, Tiffany bought me a record player last year. Was it for Christmas or my birthday? And
Okay.
it was
Just so
it
you
was kind
have
of like
one.
one
Yeah,
of
that's
the
good.
yeah. So she bought me one, and honestly, I had a conversation with her afterwards, and I said, babe, I said I'm just gonna be honest with you, like I'm not gonna get into records. I'm not gonna go out and buy all this music on records because like especially with like music being available as it is, um, I don't. I'm first of all, I'm not going out and purchasing a lot of music anyways, right? Because I've got the music that I
Mm,
want. You know, the music that I grew up with, the music that I'm excited
yes.
about. I have all that music already. And if I don't have it, literally, I just punch in YouTube and I'm like, hey, guess what? I can listen to anything. Hey, look at
Hmm.
there. We got one of the stars of our wonderful show. Oh, and then he's gone.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, that's
I just had to
one
Jack!
of
speak.
one of
Hey
the stars of
guys.
our shows,
So
Jack.
Yay!
So yeah, so I just I'm not I'm just not into vinyl. So we had to have that conversation. And I mean, like Tiffany and I were gonna have that conversation,
Hmm.
because we're honest with each other. And she was like, okay. She goes, well, do you mind if I can? Because she was like, well, you can take it back and get something that you want. And I was like, okay. But then she's like, you know what? Actually, she goes, just go get something else that you'd like. She says, I'm gonna she goes, do you mind if I keep it? She goes, because I'd like to get a lot. Tiffany loves classic rock. She was raised
Hmm.
with classic rock by her dad and stuff. And so she was like, I think I'm gonna keep the vinyl. And so she's been
Yeah, there's no
really
harm
into
in
that
that.
lately. And
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's been kind of cool. And so I've been getting her. Whoops. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, I'm still okay. I lost Jack there for a second. That's what I was wondering. Anyways, so I have been getting her some vinyl. We've got a lot of thrift stores and places around here that uh, sell records and stuff, and so that's
Awesome.
been her thing.
Hmm.
That's been her thing, and so I've just been trying to get her some stuff, that I know that she likes. And that's what I was saying. Like yesterday, I don't think she's watching now, but I got her I just got her Thriller because she's a big
Oh,
Michael
nice.
Jackson
Oh,
fan.
that's
The other
gonna be
night when we were talking
nice.
about Michael Jackson, yeah, we were talking about Michael
Hmm.
Jackson, right? And so I got her Thriller, and
It's a damn good
because I
album too.
because Stella, contrary to popular belief, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Oh.
You know something? We're all Michael Jackson fans. Isn't
Stella
that
was here for that
horrible?
conversation. Stella was here for
Oh,
that
please.
conversation. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck that was all about. Like,
The way he
sitting
was
here
trying to
talking
come down
positive
on you like
about
it
the
was a
guy.
bad thing, and I'm just like, do you realize you're like outing yourself by saying, oh, I've only seen files that I've seen, but you can look it up on Google. I'm just like, like, please
Well,
kick yourself.
what I don't understand about it was we were talking positive about Michael, and then this
Yeah.
guy came in and acted like we were talking negative about Michael.
Mhm.
And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. And he's still going on. Like, he still left a couple messages. He
Well,
left a comment on that video, like saying that I deleted his comments, and I didn't delete his
no.
comments. I have no idea what happened to him. So this is funny.
Well, my favorite thing is
Just funny.
he comes in, at the tail end, and it's like, oh, a friend told me you were talking about this, and I'm just like, okay, you weren't there for the whole conversation. How smart are you? You're picking a fight. I don't know if he was some sort of plant or just a troll, which he probably was. You're being very nice about it, but I'm thinking like, please, why would you butt into the middle of a conversation and saying that we're going against Michael Jackson when we were not? And
See, if
I
someone,
was just like,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I'll say if someone trolls like that, then you just play with them. Like, yeah, man, I hate Michael Jackson. Like, just mess with them. Like, yeah, he sucks.
Oh no, we started breaking into Michael Jackson songs. That was the
Yeah.
was the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Troll
be
like
starting
that, you gotta
something.
troll him right
Yeah.
back.
Oh, we did our best. He was trying to
Yep.
do something, and I'm just like, oh, just go away.
He's got to be
And I think
starting
it's the first
something.
time I've met Eddie. I think.
Yes.
I believe. I could be wrong. First time I met Eddie.
Yeah, we haven't seen Eddie around in a while, so it's always good to see him.
Yeah, I took a long break from YouTube.
That guy was got to be starting something. 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 Caught in the middle. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why
So, Jack,
glad we
how's your
started
morning
singing,
going,
but,
man?
Yeah.
Pretty good. I woke up, hit the gym, got some work done, and then I finally sat down. I'm preparing lunch with my father, and we watched Book of Boba Fett, the finale. So then I saw you were live, and I'm like, I'm going to crash your party, Henry Cavill style.
Heck yeah. I like it. Marcus says, really, Obi-Wan blows my mind. I want that sequel trilogy money for that series. Come on, Eddie. You know what a record is. Old people speak. Like, you know what I love about records, if I love anything about records, is the artwork. That's what I miss about.
Yeah, that's what I miss about the albums. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I miss about the album and physical media.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I was, even with physical media, like I have some old CDs and I ripped them to put them on my iPhone, and it just doesn't sound good as like if you buy it digitally from iTunes. Like it sounds not as good, even with a CD. Digital is just the best. But I appreciate people keeping vintage stuff like that alive, though. Records, just you're right. The artwork is just so cool. Maybe I could see myself buying like classic albums, like something that's I wouldn't have a record player.
To get out of this.
I just to date myself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Old.
I'm in this.
I used to
I'm
work at a
sorry.
music store.
I'm in this bad area.
Although
Really?
going into Walmart cleared up your broadcast, though, you're not like scratchy anymore. You're just cutting out now.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm just in this bad area.
Yes.
Go to GameStop. I love GameStop now. I never had a reason to go to GameStop before, but now that they got collectibles, so what I got to find is I got to find some Ghostbusters action figures. Of course, fan always does. Where?
Yeah, he's cutting in and out.
Yeah. I was also going to recommend go to FYE because they used to just be movies. Now they're movies and collectibles. They have some pretty cool T-shirts and stuff there. I don't know if you guys have FYE in your area.
We used to have an FYE, and they got rid of it. So now the closest FYE is a half hour away.
Same for me. The cool thing about FYE is they'll have like movies like that I wouldn't normally pay $20 for $4. Oh, it's a Blu-ray of House 2. I'm like, all right, I'll buy that. It's a great place to go, like to find movies that you like but you don't want to pay for.
Hold on, dude. You like House?
I like the first House. I haven't finished watching House 2.
Dude, House 2 is amazing with William Catt.
Is it? I have to see it. I like the first one.
I like the second one better.
Really?
I'll be honest. I bought the 2-pack of. That's so funny that you bring. Nobody knows House, dude. That's so weird that you brought that up. That is such a great film series, and nobody knows it nowadays because it was out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Stella, do you remember House?
Yeah, but I didn't get to see it.
I was in love with the German neighbor in the first one. You know, he has like that gorgeous German neighbor, and I'm like, ooh, where is she now? And she still looks amazing.
Dude, so in the second one, the guy who played Norm, George Wendt, is in it,
yeah.
I believe. I believe George Wendt is in it. And it's got some other people, and they go off on this adventure, dude, in the house. Like I saw House 2 before I saw House 1.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if I can find House 2 online. I might watch that tonight.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, man. It's so funny, and it's like horror adventure funny.
Oh, it's
yeah,
on Sling.
Look at there. Patrick is like, yes, I like House 2 as well. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Wow, what a great reference. What a great reference, dude. Like, yeah.
Wait, Bill Maher's in it?
Is he?
Yeah. He's like really. He did movies in the 80s. House 2, The Second Story. Yeah, apparently Bill Maher is in it.
Gosh,
he might not have a major role.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to know what I'm doing on Friday? Me, Landon, and Tiffany and Isaac. Logan's not going because Logan's going to his dad. But the four of us, we are going to see Colin Mockery.
Oh, really?
From Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's one of the other guys too that are on Whose Line Is It Anyway, but I can't remember his name. So we're going to see him here in Flint at the Capitol Theater, the place where if you watch my associate producer music video that I'm standing in front of, and I got my arms out open, it's like the big facade and everything. That's the place that we're going to see it. So I'm pretty excited, man. I'm pretty excited to
nice
to see his show. It's gonna be cool.
They brought that back with a new host, and it was actually pretty decent, but it was like on the CW, so I don't think it did well in the ratings. And
it's still on.
It's still on? Okay.
Still on with new episodes, yeah. And actually, it's a lot racier now. Because they can get away with a lot more now. And so, it gets kind of...
I would expect the opposite. I thought it would have been the opposite. It'd be more cleaned up.
Oh, no. It's much racier. And they have guests on there and stuff. And it's actually been pretty funny. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, because Alicia Tyler hosted.
Yeah, Aisha Tyler. Is Ryan Stiles still part of it?
Yeah, Ryan Stiles,
okay,
Colin Mockery, Wayne Brady.
Okay.
Yeah, all those guys, man. And then they keep bringing people back who were on the show back in the day.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, Cliff Clavin. Oh, it was Cliff. That's right. I'm sorry. It wasn't. It was John Ratzenberg, not George Wendt. That's right. It was John Ratzenberg. Okay. Yes, he was the He's the exterminator in House 2. Because they think that stuff is going on, and so he comes in, and so the funny thing is he's the exterminator, but he has some idea of the supernatural stuff that's going on in the house, and so he comes back, he's got all this equipment and everything that an exterminator wouldn't have, and then the end is pretty good. All right, let's go into GameStop. Today I have to try to take my dog. My little dog Rocky to the doctor to get him just get a checkup, because we haven't done that since and we got some concerns for him because I don't think that he can hear very well, and I know that his vision isn't very good, so I'm going to talk a little bit lower, so because now I'm in here. But check this out for you Marvel fans, for all the people who are like, Enosh, you never focus on Marvel stuff, Enosh, you're just a DC show. Here we go. Look at there. We got this whole little Marvel section here. Check that out.
Ooh, that is nice. Ooh. An underrated villain, by the way. Obadiah Stane.
Yep. That first Iron Man movie is fire. Ooh. The Thing. That's cool. Let's see what else they got. I'm gonna walk through all these people.
PS5.
Yeah, right.
My sister. Walk on that.
It's become the hangout, it's like the place to hang out. So we got some GI Joes.
Oh, nice.
Nothing I
Okay.
don't really have already. Does that dude looks like Ezra Miller?
Yeah, he does from the Eternals.
Yeah. Got a bunch of that's from What If. It's Heist Nebula. We got a Power Rangers helmet. Some Star Wars stuff over here. Star Wars.
Got the Hoth Troopers. It's nice.
Well, that's cool. It's a reaction figure of the Xenomorph. The alien. The alien. Yeah, no DC stuff. I'm looking for Ghostbuster stuff. Oh, that's what I was saying is my family is really funny because when something is out, nobody wants it, right? You ask them, hey, do you want this? Nah, I'm good. I'll pass. And so when all the Ghostbuster stuff came out for the new Ghostbuster movie, everybody was like everybody in my family was like, nah, we don't want that. Tiffany was like, nah, I don't want, any of those. Now she wants all the Ghostbuster stuff because we saw the movie and she fell in
Yeah.
love and she absolutely loves it. So,
Mm.
ooh, look at that.
Oh, Green Lantern. John Stewart.
Oh,
John Stewart right there.
he just
Oh, wow, I didn't know they had this. Cobb Vanth in the
Vanth.
armor.
Yeah. Did you
Might have to
see
get that.
Book of Boba Fett today or last night?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Yes, I did. I got to watch it this morning. I woke up at because I crashed at oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
crashed at 8 o'clock last night, and and then I woke up at 4:30 in the morning,
Mhm.
and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I figured, well, you know what? We got all this stuff going on. Tiffany's working on my grandma's house today. I know I got the interview with Austin, and then we'll do a show. So I figured, you know what? My family's probably not going to get together to watch Book of Boba Fett. I need to watch Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So with the lighting right now, it looks like I have highlights.
Yeah, it does.
I'm back in
Wait,
the
is your
90s,
hair
baby.
curly? I didn't, or is it just because? I
No,
didn't know
my hair's curly, man.
that. Okay. I thought maybe you were wearing a baseball cap or something. Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Got the Rand Paul
this
hair.
is 90s Enosh. For all of those of you wondering, yes, I had highlights in the 90s and the early 2000s a lot.
I need to see photos. We need photos tonight on Austin's show. You got to see photos when you're talking about the 90s.
Me, Grimlock. Is it on sale? That's $20.
Wow.
Wait, hold on a second. They got Starscream.
Oh, nice.
Starscream is also $20. Oops. But look how
I haven't
tiny.
seen Transformer toys in ages.
Look how tiny Bumblebee is, and he's also
Bumblebee.
$20. Yeah.
Mm.
Man, I don't know. Oh boy, that's a rough one. Should I get that? That Starscream is fire, but Grimlock, man, that Grimlock for $20.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I usually pick up stuff like from the clearance rack, and it'll be stuff I don't even
Yeah,
know.
be
It's
careful.
like, hey, it's $4, whatever.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go around here to the other side and see what they got here. Hey, look, it's Arnold.
Yeah.
The Sod.
Oh wow! So they did put fucking up how it's for
Sod.
Zack Snyder's.
Yeah, and there's Diana Prince.
No, only $8.
Khan.
Oh, that's the original Khan. Good.
Khan.
From Space Seeds.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, look, you got some Seinfeld pops down here.
Oh, nice. Newman.
Jerry with the puffy shirt.
Yeah.
40-year-old virgin. That's funny.
That movie was so popular when it came out.
I know, man.
It's huge.
I know. All right. I feel like I'm going to have to do. You know what? I wonder if they'll let me pay with points. I got a ton of points. I wonder if they'll let me pay with points. I'm going to go check this out. Hold on a second. Because I've got like something like 50,000 points or something like that. So
I think you have to convert the points to like cash. Like there's a thing you got to do on the app.
Do I? Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Dang it.
Tiffany hasn't used them.
Yeah, Tiffany has not used them. Tiffany has not used them.
Let me see.
So, but I don't have the app, so I don't know. I don't have the app, so now I'm waiting in line.
Well, how long will it take to download? Download the
Go
app.
back to this layout.
I do my own eyebrow.
Oh, that was freaking me out. I forgot that that Jack has access now, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, sorry.
what's going on here? We're getting all kinds of weird posts going on now. That's funny. Let's see. Did you ever watch Scream? Yes, we watched Scream.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
huge fan.
Huge Scream.
We covered the hell out of
Are
Scream.
you an artist? No. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, trust me, Jalen. I have a huge power up. We have a huge power up rewards membership. What's up, Andrew?
Yeah, I looked at
Andrew Casali in the house. What's up, Mr. Casali? Doing okay? Somebody's asking for WWE games. So are you guys into this whole like metaverse thing?
Like Facebook Meta?
Yeah.
No, I mean I know what it is, but like, no.
Me either.
Yeah,
And they're acting like it's like. Oh, go ahead, Stella.
Oh no, I have been hardly on Facebook, so whatever they're doing, I have no clue.
Right. I had a friend get mad at me this week because apparently Facebook dropped him from my friends list. Mind you, this guy's been a friend of mine forever. But and he's like friend of the family, and he got mad at me. Like he took it personally, and yet we're friends on like every other social media platform. But for some reason Facebook dropped him, and he did this whole passive aggressive thing and was like made this post apparently that like my family saw.
Yeah.
It's like he was mad that I dropped him. I was like, dude, like, so I texted him. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I texted him.
Oh, or he could have called you.
He could have called me.
Yeah.
But he did not. And he still hasn't answered me.
Well,
I
I
just told him,
got
you know what?
unadded. I got unadded by
Yeah,
my
Facebook
previous
has a
player.
record of doing things like
Wink,
this.
wink.
810-813.
I got interesting people in my life. What was that, Jack?
57.
I said I got unadded by my previous
You still in my ear or
employer.
no?
Wink, wink. If you know who I mean.
Yeah, the bar.
I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah, I don't know. What can you do?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what that thing is social media has given people such a I don't know, they feel like it's an empowerment, but really it's not, because it's just a way to avoid discussion. And it's
Yeah.
you know, somebody I had that conversation with Jack, and I said, hey, you know what, if we don't, because they said, well, I don't want to talk right now, and it's like, well, if we don't talk, we don't get information, which means we don't resolve things quickly, which means then we just end up just angry. Why wouldn't you just want to sit around angry? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
And I think that's why, you know, like I think the quarantine, the lockdowns made it worse because everyone is forced to just connect with each other on social media, that they've kind of forgotten how to just interact like normal people, you know, go out, meet people, have a conversation. I think especially with a nerddom, when someone hears an opinion they don't like, they just can't even like tolerate it. They're like, no. You know, like they don't know that like part of life is just talking to people, hearing things you don't like, or changing your mind, you know.
Yeah,
It's true.
plus people don't listen anymore. They just speak and react. They don't, you know, listen, process before they talk. It's just react.
Information
Which is not
comes
always
at
the
you
best
so
thing.
quickly now, whether it's politics, whether it's movies, music. I mean, like it's just like you hit with one thing, now it's on to the next thing. You know, Book of Boba Fett's over, on to Obi-Wan. You know, like we don't have time to like process even entertainment anymore, art anymore.
See
You
you,
know,
Suri.
so that's how you say it, Suri.
Jalen says, imagine being the guy behind Enosh and you see an old head talking about social media.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one's tried to crash it. They're like, hey, it's me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. By the way, GameStop is still
Not
the best
yet.
place to go and get a console because a lot of people are still trying to get PlayStations and Xboxes. When they announced it, I immediately went to my GameStop, and they're like, "Oh, because you can actually order it there if they have them in stock. You don't have to go online and wait and hope that you get one." GameStop is still the best place to get that type of stuff.
Yeah, you can always put one on reserve.
Yeah, I was the first person in line, and I got there. They're like, "Oh, yep, we have the SKUs downloading," and that's how I got mine. Everyone else tried to buy them online. Like, even if you have money, the servers crash. That's it. You can't do anything else. In GameStop,
Yeah.
you're in person,
Mhm.
put some money down. I pre-ordered everything, and that's the way to do it if you want to get a console like the newer ones.
Yeah, 'cause I think there's still a chip shortage. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The chip shortage is still. I'm glad I got mine because I was like, maybe I'll wait till next year, and I was like, nope, I'm glad I got it. So,
MySpace. Oh my gosh. MySpace. Wow.
Oh.
Man. Remember MySpace? MySpace is still around.
yeah.
Yeah. I think Justin Timberlake is still backing it.
I will say this though. MySpace, when it was around, it was great for musicians.
Mm.
Because my band, it was great because we could direct people to our MySpace page and they had all the information about us. It was like having our own website without having to have a website. We
Good.
could put our music on there. We could put pictures. We could put information and anything anybody needed to know. They could go to one place, And then I was very reluctant to go over to Facebook because everybody was like, "Oh, Facebook is the new thing. Facebook is the new thing," and it was more personal than MySpace. But like I had a personal MySpace page. I had a MySpace page for my band. Everybody had a MySpace page, but it was cool because it was editable and like you could make it your own.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So.
I'm glad MySpace is around because if Facebook gets too crazy, it'd be nice to have an alternative, and we're seeing a lot of alternative social media popping up. If one place kicks you out, for whatever reasons, go to another place. And Facebook is just, I don't know. I mean, I still use Facebook on a daily basis, I'm on Facebook right now. But I'm not doing the whole. I think everyone likes the idea of the meta because it kind of, I don't know why, in a weird way, seems like the first step towards like Ready Player One, where we're going to be living our entire lives inside these machines, which I don't know. That doesn't sound appealing to me. Jared says, Enosh, you sound like Darkseid.
Darkseid. The anti-life equation has been found. We will have anti-life.
Someone else says you sound like Soundwave from Transformers. Whichever. Jeebus.
Gosh,
all right.
Waiting in line for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time you buy something at GameStop, they want your phone number, your birthday, your social security number, your medical history. Like every time I go there, they ask you like 20 questions. When I just want to buy like one thing, I'm like, yep. And then they always get caught up in conversations because they're nerds.
I know. Me too.
Yeah, what do you think of Halo? Xbox bought Bethesda and Activision. So.
Yes, Eddie. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Fingers crossed.
All right, hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna go off camera for a second, okay? So
right.
I'll be right back.
Well, I guess it's just the three of us. Stella, are you still there?
Yeah, I had the cough.
Okay.
Sorry, my allergies are kicking.
Yeah. So, do any of you guys game? How about anyone in the comments? Does anyone game?
I do.
You do?
I'm playing.
I'd like to, but never got into it.
I'm playing right now.
What are you playing?
Dying Light.
Is that the second one that I hear everyone's like vetching about?
No, I'm playing the first one to remember everything.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna buy the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Like when I was a little kid, my parents bought me the original Nintendo,
Yeah.
and then I just didn't game really until like I was a teenager, and I think I was 12 when the PlayStation 2 came out. And when I bought the PlayStation 2, no lie, the first thing I bought for the PlayStation 2 was the first season of Friends on DVD because I'm like, oh, cool, I have my own DVD player. And my dad, we go to Suncoast Video. I'm like, yeah. He's like, don't you want a game? I'm like, no, I want the first season of Friends. This came out on DVD, and that's what I bought with it. And then my first game on the PS2 was Spy Hunter. And then one fine day, two games changed my life: Metal Gear Solid and Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm like, wow, you can do this with video games? Because I was a movie guy. I was always a movie guy, and I always liked games that had like a story in it, that felt cinematic. And once Grand Theft Auto 3 came, I was like, yep, I'm in. That like changed my life. I was like, I'm down.
Yeah, that's how it is. Once you play
yeah.
one game, especially when you don't know that there's actually adult games.
Yeah, exactly. Because at that point, like all I knew about games were like, and back then they still had arcades. They weren't story based. They were just things you did. You go from A to B, and then Metal Gear Solid has like a story and characters and music and plot. I'm like, wow. And the other game that I think blew my mind were back to back. The original Modern Warfare. When I first played that on the PS3, I was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do this with video games. Like it just blew my mind. Then Assassin's Creed, the very first one, when they recreate like, 11th century Jerusalem and Damascus, and like, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing, And GTA changed the game. It really did. The remasters are getting a lot of hate, but I enjoyed the hell out of them. I know that they're missing stuff and people are having issues. I didn't have really any issues. I played GTA 3 Vice City in one weekend. I just blew through it. In the San Andreas, I took my time with it, but I love it. Oh, Integrity, you still play Modern Warfare 3? Yeah. That poster is what I got when I pre-ordered it. When I went for pickup, the original Modern Warfare 3 poster. That's one of the oldest posters I have. And then I have an American flag one that I got when I was a kid after 9/11. That's still on my wall. I moved that from my door. And but yeah, I was a huge mod. I love the I hope they remaster the campaign for Modern Warfare 3 because that was tight. It got a lot of hate at the time, but Modern Warfare 2 and 3 back to back were pretty cool. And my ideas. Oh, that's you, Eddie. You love Assassin's Creed. Did you play the new one, Valhalla, at all?
No, I didn't play it because coming off Odyssey, I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It felt like a chore. It took me a year. Like I used to finish Assassin's Creed games like in the first week or so.
Yeah.
Got too much. I finished it just to finish it, and I ended up playing 110 hours. I can't tell you what the plot is. I'll remember the main guy's name was Ivor.
I know names are. I know of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
No, I love Assassin's Creed. I played all of them.
Yeah, I kind of miss old Assassin's Creed where they just had the basic fighting mechanics. Yeah. Monkey Jiva says they should have used a new engine. You know what's crazy now? I don't know how they do this, but like fans made better mods of GTA Vice City than a professional multi-billion-dollar company did, and that makes no sense to me. Like they have mods of Vice City with like modern graphics, and I'm like, I know they're not spending millions of dollars for that. They're able to do it. Why can't Rockstar or whoever remastered it? Like, why can't you make the games look like that? And the truth is, here's what I think happened. They realized that there's too long in between games, so they put out Red Dead 2 in late 2018. They need to make some extra revenue before the next game comes out. They're like, hey, let's just remaster GTA. And that was it.
Yeah, but at least now they already confirmed it, that even though we already knew that they were working on a new one after like 70 years of just expanding GTA 5.
They're pulling in, I think, up to $5 million a day just with GTA Online. So they really have no reason to they have a golden goose, and as long as it keeps laying eggs, they're not going to make a new one. I mean, I know they're making one, but it's probably years away. I mean, Red Dead 2 was an 8-year wait. GTA 5 was a 5-year wait, and we're coming up on 9 years since GTA. And the only thing we're getting is that we're getting the remastered PS5 version, Xbox One version, or whatever what's called Xbox Series X version. And it's like, okay, cool. I mean, I love that campaign. I still think it's an amazing game. And the graphics, even on the PS3 and the PS4, still hold up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're just going to make it better. But I don't know when GTA 6, I think, is years away. Not like 2 or 3. I think like 4 or 5 years
I know,
away.
but I doubt they haven't been working on it for like years already. So
Yeah, probably. But like considering like they did 5 years of motion capture for Red Dead 2, like all that dialogue, they did motion capture all of it. So GTA has got to be even bigger because you're not on a horse, you're going to be on a car, so the map has to be much bigger, and you got to do a lot more NPCs, a lot more interactions. Um, it's probably going to be years. I mean, I still think it's. I mean, I'm not doubting they've been working on it, but I just think they're still far away from it. And every time they announced GTA, at least with 4 and 5, it always got delayed at least a year. 4 was supposed to come in 07, got pushed to 08. 5 was supposed to come out fall of 2013, or sorry, spring 2013, came out fall 2013. Red Dead got delayed twice, I think. So, even when they announce it, we're at least probably 2 years away from it and then some. And I respect them that they put all that effort into games because it is a complete experience. But it'd be nice if they had more stuff. I know people want Bully 2 from Rockstar. I don't.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I think they were working on it, but I think they canceled it or something.
Yeah, probably. I think they probably canceled it. I don't know if the environment's good for that. Integrity plays chess online. Played thousands of games. Chess was one game I don't think I ever learned how to play. I don't think I ever learned how to play chess. I feel kind of stupid for not wanting to learn how to play chess, but Cupcakes and Chloroform says Assassin's Creed and Left 4 Dead definitely gave me dark circles. Yeah, Assassin's Creed. I love the those first like 4 games with Ezio and Altair. They were just great.
No, they were top tier.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite is Black Flag still.
Oh yeah, Black Flag has a great Black Flag. Although here's my issue with Black Flag, like that was like the first game where I think the story kind of became secondary. Because I'm trying to remember what the story in that was. They were trying to find like a prophet or something. It was some dude.
Yeah.
And that was also the first one where like you weren't like anyone special. Like like in the real world, you were just
You weren't. Yeah, it was an employee and observable. You weren't Desmond because he died.
They don't know where to take the story once they solve that end of the world thing. They're just like, oh, we're gonna find another Apple of Eden. Although the new one, without spoiling it, I think has an interesting ending, at least in the real world, with Layla Hassan.
I mean,
when I played Odyssey and they introduced Layla Hassan, I thought I was missing something. I'm like, who's this chick? Like they just threw her in there like you're supposed to know her. I'm like, was she in the last game? And I'm like scratching my head, and they're like, nope, she's a new protagonist. I'm like, all right, cool.
She was in Origins too, and then and then Odyssey, and then obviously Valhalla.
She was Origins. Yeah, Origins. I'm sorry, I meant Origins is what I meant. But like, what was she? She was in she's in the last 3, but was she in before Origins?
No.
Okay, that's why I just felt like they're just like, oh, here's a new character, Odyssey I enjoyed, but it just became a grind. Sometimes you're like, oh, I need you to go get my sock. It's like 20 islands over. I'm like, oh, Christ.
Yeah, it was a grind.
You got to get in the ship, and you're going to get attacked. And like naval battles in Odyssey were not fun. They were fun in Valhalla or in Black Flag, but they were not fun in these games. Like, oh, fire rockets.
I mean, most games aren't even fun anymore because of microtransactions and all the grinding you have to do. Oh my gosh, ridiculous!
I hate it. Yeah, the new Modern Warfare really kind of did away with that stuff. It was actually fun to play, but like they can't help themselves because they know people are going to buy it. So they're kind of ruining. They're probably going to do it for the new whenever the next Fallout comes out. It's going to be microtransaction laden. Like, hey, you want power armor? You want some extra power cells for your power armor? You can just buy it.
I never really cared about Fallout that much. I know lots of people hated 76. Was it Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout 76.
Yeah, people hated it.
That one I think has microtransaction. I haven't played it, but I know that it's multiplayer. I'm like, dude, Fallout's not multiplayer. Fallout's supposed to be campaign story, but yeah, no. Are you playing Xbox, PC, or PlayStation?
I got both PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh, nice.
I haven't got the new ones yet because
they're hard to find. Yeah, I might actually get a new Xbox because they got Activision and they got Bethesda. And Elder Scrolls 6 is like I have to get Elder Scrolls 6. Like I can't just like not play the new Elder Scrolls game whenever that comes out. That looks like it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. But
Yeah, it's not hard to find them. It's just that they're not retail price. Like I'm not gonna spend $1,000 on a PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no.
It's crazy.
All these,
I didn't realize how lucky I was. I got mine. I got the disc version because it has a 4K player. I just paid retail for it, and I got a charging station, extra controller, and a media remote, which I'm not impressed with. I thought like the PlayStation 3 remote was phenomenal. The media remote sucks. Like it just is not great. But other than that, it's a phenomenal system. I've been replaying the original 2018 Spider-Man on it, and it's just so fun to play on that.
Spider. Yeah, there's lots. To be honest, like when those consoles came out, the series and then the PS5, there was really not really any games out at all, and there still isn't, to be honest. But yeah, people are waiting for some. Obviously Marvel Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, stuff like that.
Did you play Miles Morales?
I played Spider-Man 2018 and Miles Morales. I can't wait for Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I think that's another year away. But I really Black Ops Cold War is actually pretty dope on this, especially when they go to Vietnam. Like it was just like shining through my TV, and Black Ops looked really good. And then I bought the new Far Cry.
Yeah,
and Far Cry is tedious, so I put it on the easiest setting and just played the main campaign, which is like 25 hours, and I loved it. I know it got a lot of hate, but I'm not a Far Cry fan per se. Like I just, I didn't play all the stupid side missions. I did the main story just so I can get through that, and it was pretty good. It was pretty crazy. I enjoyed it. But I would say for casual fans, wait till it's on sale. Yeah. I waited till Black Friday and got it for like $30 or $40, but that's what I do. I just wait till Black Friday, with the exception of like COD and Assassin's Creed. I never buy them. I don't really buy games day one. But I think we lost Enosh. I don't think he's come back. Stella said she's going to come back. Let me see. I'm going to text Enosh, ask me if he's come back. You coming back?
That's for me though. The same thing. If I don't think the game's worth it, like if there's no hype behind it, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just wait until there's like some type of deal with it, like percentage off, or I'm just to be like,
exactly. The only last time I splurged on a game when the rebooted Modern Warfare came out, it came with a pair of night vision goggles. If you got like the Dark Edition, that was the only thing I splurged on. And they're really nice night vision goggles. I've never had to use them, but they're really nice. I'm actually gonna use them for a photo shoot in March. We have a cover girl for our show, and she's a model, and she's gonna do some shoots with Jiving with Jack stuff, and I'm gonna have her put on the night vision goggles and hand her a controller. Get some money out of it, like, hey, I bought it. But like when I first bought it, like I would just like late at night, I would go to the kitchen, get food, and all the lights are off, and I would just keep them off and put my night vision goggles on. I'd be like, I feel like a dumbass, but yeah. The problem is I got to get the lens strap in because I have as our dear now cut friend Benson said I have a huge head and it would not fit. I'd have to like squeeze it on. But I know a guy who can extend the straps, but it's pretty decent, It's probably the most nerdiest thing I've ever bought in my life. Night vision goggles with Modern Warfare.
You have to show off, right?
Yeah. I do trivia at a place called the Cannstatter. It's a German country club. And the place is haunted. It's been like on ghost hunters and stuff. And the staff there will tell you they've seen some stuff. So when I was hosting an event, there's multiple rooms. I went into the dining area, which is pitch black with it. I was like looking for ghosts. I'm like, come on, baby, show me something. But it was terrifying. Like you're in a pitch black room that's massive. It feels like The Shining, like you're in there. And I had them on. And then the manager's office was nearby. She freaked out when she saw me because all you see is like a red light at the front of the goggles. And she just freaked out when she saw me. I'm like, oh, no, it's me. It's me. I'm going to call Enosh and find out what happened to him. Let's see what Enosh says. Put him on speaker, too.
Yeah, we just took this over talking about video games.
Yeah, why not? I see it as practice.
Hey, you've reached Enosh P. Sorry I can't answer the phone right now, but please leave your name and your number, and I will get back with you just as soon as possible. Thanks a lot.
He sent me the voicemail. Hey, Enosh, this is Jack. We're live on the air. We're just wondering if you're coming back. It's just me and Eddie right now talking video games, and I think the viewer count dropped from like 20 to 12. So we're here. All right, see ya. He probably has internet issues. There we go. So let's go to the comments. Let's see what they're saying. Nobody, any video game related stuff to ask or hype. Black Flag said you chose this. Listen, did you watch Book of Boba Fett? I don't know if he wants.
No, yeah.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I did.
You did? Okay. Without giving spoilers away, I liked this series. I didn't love it. I thought it was too unfocused at times. I felt that if the whole show felt like the act one of a much larger story. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed Tamora. What's his name?
Morrison.
I would say Johnson. Tamora Morrison. I liked him as Boba Fett, but I don't know.
I do like him in a role. Obviously because he played the clones, so it has to be him. But I felt like lots of people were like, "Damn, this doesn't really feel like Boba Fett." Probably because he was more expressing his emotions and not being. Because back then, Boba Fett was just there just to look cool. To be honest, I don't think he didn't really have any character. But I mean, aside from obviously like stuff like novels and comics, that's where he'll be more expanded. But obviously, none of that stuff is really canon anymore. So But no, I think
a lot of people forget that up until like now, up until the second season of Mandalorian, he was a bad guy. Let's not make say he was a bad guy. He was a bounty hunter. He was ruthless. I think we could have spent more time in that transition. Like it's just like, oh, I'm a good guy now. Like we should have seen more of that. I mean, I know that was the whole point with the Tusken Raiders and everything, but I felt like they went the Disney Marvel route where like we're gonna stretch out the story as long as we can before it gets interesting. And then you compare that to Peacemaker. I know a lot of some of the Snyder fans refuse to watch Peacemaker. Each episode of Peacemaker, a lot of stuff happens. You're getting plot. You're getting characters-driven stuff.
Am I in?
You're back.
Holy crap.
I left you a message live on air.
I know my phone was like screwing up, man. I appreciate it, man. But like, my phone was messing up. I couldn't answer the phone. Like this area just like shut me down, dude. So I was like trying to reboot my phone. I apologize. I'm so sorry. But thank you for
I got to address one comment real quick because I know this is coming. Bounty hunting isn't good or bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Boba Fett was a bad guy up until recently.
It's not bad.
Simple fact is in the first act of Return of the Jedi, after he's gotten his money, after he's returned Han Solo, he decides to help Jabba the Hutt and fight Luke and stop the prisoners from escaping. Yeah. He didn't have to, but he did.
Well, hold on. In Boba Fett's defense, as a big Boba Fett fan, Boba Fett has bounty hunters are neutral. Okay, so bounty hunters, they're neither good nor bad, right? We always looked at Boba Fett as a bad guy because he was hanging out with the bad guys. Yeah. Right. Now, Boba Fett, he was going where the money was, right? Yeah, and honestly, Han Solo. Yeah. Han Solo, by that definition, then would be a bad guy.
No, what I'm saying is Boba Fett's not a bad guy any longer, but the whole point of the show was that he changed. He went.
I'm just saying, like Han Solo, like I wouldn't have considered Han Solo a bad guy when we first met him. Yeah, he was an opportunist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he was a businessman who was doing his. Look, the guy was a drug runner.
Yeah.
Like he was running spice right back then. You know, for the Empire or for Jabba. Right. And then got, basically pulled over by the cops. Yeah. And dumped his spice into space and and did his thing. So like with Boba Fett, I guess when I was a kid, I looked at Boba Fett as a bad guy. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Just a straight up bad guy because he was with Darth Vader, he was with Jabba and stuff. As I got older, I realized kind of like it wasn't that he was a bad guy, it was that he was this bounty hunter. He was basically for pay. So like if Jabba paid him, he's with Jabba. Sometimes the Empire paid him, he's with the Empire. There's stories and tales of like him working for other people too, you know. But obviously he I will give you this. He was part of the kind of the underbelly, the seedy part of the world, like all that, the universe.
But the show makes a point to say that he's changed. Like, and they show that he changed and why he changed, he was shown kindness by the Tusken Raiders, and all that stuff. He kind of goes through his own kind of like
Did you watch Clone Wars? Did you watch Clone Wars?
I am on season 2 of Clone Wars.
Okay, so you're going to learn a lot about Boba Fett in that.
Really?
Right? As a kid, yeah, because he hooks up with other bounty hunters. Like that's what the whole like if you watch this episode where like he confronts Cad Bane, right? So try not to give away too many spoilers, but you know, like when they have this thing and they're like, yeah, we knew that we were gonna have this, you know, thing or whatever. Dude, that was a huge deal because the people who watch Clone Wars, the last time that happened, okay, the last time that they faced off like that, Boba Fett got the dent, the famous dent in his helmet that he still has to this day because Cad Bane like basically took him down. And so now I don't like that story. I like the original one where the idea that what's his name banged his head on the on Slave One, Jango Fett, you know, but they did that. And so so that reunion of like them fighting was like it's kind of like Anakin Obi-Wan, right? Like the people want to see that. People have wanted to see Boba Fett basically take it to Cad Bane. So the thing, you know, so that is just if as you watch Clone Wars, you're gonna see that relationship. You're gonna see Boba Fett grow up. Boba Fett was angry as a kid because obviously his dad died, you know, and he just kind of got thrust into that world, this kind of seedy underbelly of the universe.
Were you expecting? I know I was that. It's not a spoiler, it's a non-spoiler. It's something that doesn't happen. I don't know if I can talk about it. It doesn't happen in the episode. But I thought Luke and Boba might have a moment.
I thought so too. When I was with everybody else when the X-Wing came. I thought part of the story was going to be Luke comes back to Tatooine to bring Grogu. And gets involved and you know is with Mando and everything, but then sees Boba and is part of Boba's look, which still might happen. I have a feeling that at some point Luke is going to have a moment
because Boba Fett has encountered both Luke and his father.
Hold on just 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on just 1 second.
Both as Darth Vader and as Anakin. Boba Fett met Anakin and he met Darth Vader as an adult, but I didn't know it's the same guy. Like, wait, this is the dude that was part of the Jedis that killed my father.
But talking about the finale, and I might as well just this is spoilers, right? You know,
spoilers, guys.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm salty as hell that Grogu picked the. Picked the well,
it's because in the sequel movies, they say that Ben Solo was his first student. And also make sure that Grogu doesn't get killed by Ben Solo in the Jedi Temple, I guess. Because I guess the story, he still has the Force. He's just not into the ways of the Jedi. I was as much as I love Grogu, I was interested in seeing the Mandalorian in a different story. But I think that character of Grogu has become so important to fans that they had to, you know.
I made a joke about it because I said I'm pretty sure he would still be a little kid by that time, probably, or at least teenage. Like I said that don't worry about Luke training.
Yeah, I was wondering that too because Yoda was 800 years old, and he says like, I think it's in Jedi like
900 years old. When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
Don't worry, everyone. Raise and train Grogu in the future. Just go
no. Look. Here's okay. So
she could.
Scotty, do you want the link, dude? If you got time, I'd love for you to come in here and have this conversation because Scotty and I have been talking about this, and I see this going a couple of ways. And Scotty brought something up, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm feeling it. And all these people are like, "Oh, this Jedi saved Grogu at the palace and you know, or at the temple, and you know, oh, I think Mace Windu saved him and stuff." Like Mace Windu doesn't make any sense. Like Mace Windu wasn't sitting around the temple going. I mean, Mace Windu was dead. At this point, Mace Windu had gone to fight. You know, he got back to the temple to save Grogu. Well, why is Grogu just sitting there then watching clone troopers like literally gun down these Jedi? And you notice they're not shooting at Grogu, are they?
Yeah. Maybe the Emperor gave orders. Remember, the Emperor wanted Grogu as an apprentice.
So there's two possibilities. There's two possibilities here. There's two possibilities. Scotty and I talked about one, which was the idea that the 501st goes in. Who's leading them? Whose clone troopers are those?
Oh, I don't know.
Anakin's.
Oh, they are Anakin. Okay.
In Revenge of the Sith, Anakin leads the 501st into the temple, and they kill all the Jedi, and then Anakin kills all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just absolutely obliterates the kids, right? I'm Master Skywalker. What should we do? Vroom. Right? And they're dead. Okay, North Star, I'll give you that. Listen, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. For the sake of that they do something crazy and stupid. And I'm not saying stupid like that it would just be bad, okay? I mean, North Star, you take me really literally sometimes. Like when we're just like literally just having like one-off conversations, like we're planning every word that we say. Like North Star holds me accountable. I dig that. That's cool. Like we all need that. We need somebody to like push back at us. So North Star, I want you to know that I appreciate you. All right, I want you to know that because I know that you've had some like hot takes on me, and I want you to know I appreciate it. Yeah. So you are right. No, like we never saw his body, right? He could show up. I will say this though: if we do see Mace Windu, he better not still be a Jedi. He better have like done the Ahsoka thing and left the ways of the Jedi and not consider himself a Jedi anymore. Because as far as I'm concerned, Return of the Jedi means Luke is the only Jedi left. He is the only one that's still. He is the only one that still adheres to the rules and the laws and the teachings of the Jedi, the way that they were presented. Right? Not Force users. They can be Force users, and people can leave the Jedi Order. But that's the way that's the way I look at that. But okay, so back to the theory. And I felt that this was a really good theory that Cylon shared with me, and I dig it. And that is that Anakin. What was Anakin's whole purpose with the Empire? He tells Padme on Mustafar. Oh, good. I'm glad, North Star, because I don't always know, and so I appreciate it. It says no, I'm just busting your balls. I don't dislike you. Hope you don't take my sarcasm seriously. I'm a fan just like you. Hey man, North Star, I appreciate you, bro. I really do. I really do. Thank you for saying that. Because sometimes I don't know how people feel about me. So I appreciate that, North Star. No, so Anakin tells Padme on Mustafar, I have brought peace and prosperity to my empire. Right? His whole plan in joining with Palpatine, he didn't want to be with Palpatine. He never wanted to be with Palpatine. His whole thing was to figure out a way to overthrow Palpatine from the very beginning. And, he wanted Obi-Wan to join him. Obi-Wan wasn't going to join him. He wanted Padme to come and rule beside him. Padme said, no, you're going down a path that I can't go. So Anakin had these issues. The thought is Anakin would have known who those kids, right? Who was, like to do with the temple. If he knew that there was one of Yoda's species in there, who else would you want to take on as a Padawan other than a being that is strong in the Force like that, right? Yeah. That you could train, because Grogu was born at the same time as him, right? Grogu was born around the same time. So you take this baby. Also, he obviously somebody made him forget, right? So you could have the idea of Anakin takes this kid in, but not takes him in, but he saves him, right? He saves him and he puts him somewhere where he can come back to him later because he wants to overthrow the Emperor. Then he goes off, but things go hell, and he ends up in the Vader suit, and stuff. And somehow Grogu ends up with somebody else. The other idea, but the only reason I don't see this is just because it doesn't seem that the Emperor ever had control of Grogu, right? Was like, because I've also seen the idea that the Emperor saved Grogu, but the Emperor,
I have a theory.
The Emperor doesn't seem to to ever have possession of Grogu, because even at the beginning of Mando, they're trying to obtain Grogu for the purposes of something to do with cloning, to try to clone Force users and stuff like that. So, I don't think that the Emperor was getting
How
hold
about
of it.
this? How about, since these shows are so connected, maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi has a role in Grogu disappearing.
Maybe.
In the events that we're about to see, whatever the Obi-Wan series is going to be, maybe Obi-Wan finds out about Grogu, and that's his story. He whisks him away somewhere, and the Empire has lost him until the events of Mandalore.
Here's an idea. Since things are connected, what if? Oh my gosh, this is an interesting one. What, because like everybody's talking about, well, like, because they say that something takes Obi-Wan off planet, right? Off of Tatooine, right? That he has to go out and take care of that.
Yeah.
That's that he's supposedly supposed to meet Vader. What if Vader is somehow trying to reclaim Grogu at that time? That Grogu makes an appearance in that series, and Obi-Wan is the one who saves Grogu from going to Vader.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why, and that's why he comes off planet. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he somehow gets involved, and they lose track of him because Kurt, what's the name of the guy, the director who was in season 1 who was looking for Grogu? Is it Kurt Warner?
I can't remember his name right now.
Who made the Grizzly Man? The guy who directed Grizzly Man. Director Grizzly Man. I'm trying to remember. Werner Herzog is clearly working for the Empire, so maybe they lost track of Grogu for decades, and because of Obi-Wan, and now they finally tracked him down, and they're like, "Oh, he's still alive,"
Man, there's a lot. Grogu died. What are you saying, Eddie?
Died off.
I love how Eddie is here, but yet Eddie doesn't say it here. Eddie types it. Eddie's literally on screen, and he types his comments into the chat here. What did you say?
I said Grogu. You don't have to worry about the timeline and how he fits in the future because he died off screen like Cara Dune.
I'll tell you what. I got a feeling, though. I really do have a feeling. Grogu is going to be a very tragic tale.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because I don't think that Grogu is going to survive. I mean, maybe he survives. Maybe we'll see something later on, but he won't be a Jedi, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But maybe Rey finds him in the future. Maybe they do a thing with Rey and Grogu.
That's what I said. I mean, he'll still be like at least a teenager, maybe by that time.
Rey, no one's buying Rey toys. Disney's not going to put Rey back. I think that's how they do their planning. They're like, "Oh, no one's buying Rey toys." I wanted to address something. Jalen says Anakin was given specific orders to kill the younglings to indulge the dark side. This is supported by the novelization. Are those novels still canon? Number one and number two.
The ones for the books, yeah. Anyone that's not legend is. So the official adaptations of the movies should still be canon.
Okay.
But I know that they play with it a little bit though. So it depends. Yeah. I mean, because that was the prequels. So
I mean, we know that Anakin. You're talking about Anakin was given specific orders. We know that he wanted Luke to help him overthrow the Emperor. So Anakin would always have his own.
See, that's the other thing. That was the other thing. I forgot to mention that. You're absolutely right, Jack.
Like Anakin would have his own plans aside, so he wasn't 100% loyal to the Emperor. Like,
no,
so he could have been like, "Oh, here's this kid who I could use for my own ends."
Exactly.
Until he finds out he has a son.
Yeah, so he would have like just because the Emperor told him to go and kill all the younglings, still yet as Darth Vader, he had his own plan. You know, I mean, and that's even been in Legends with Starkiller. People love the Starkiller idea that he was training Starkiller, to be exactly that, right? So I'm telling you, there's this story. If we all just sit back and critique it, have your likes, have your dislikes. That's fine. That's good. That's healthy, right? We all have our likes and our dislikes about the story and about what's going on, and that's fine. But just don't pick it apart so much, because you're gonna, that, like, to the point where it's like you're just gonna hate watching it, and
Yeah.
and you're literally gonna hate watch it, right? That it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's, like, they're doing the Ahsoka series, but all Mando's showing up. Like, well, Mando's gonna show up, dude. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell people anymore. Like, these characters are gonna show up, and they're gonna be a part of these shows. That's what they're doing. They're telling a bigger story. It's just like if you have a movie, it's got a lot of characters to it, right?
Yeah.
And these are the new movies, basically. So it may be called Book of Boba Fett, but what world is it set in? It's set in the world that has been established by the show The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And all of these shows are going to unfold like that. And listen, you're going to get pieces over here. So I guarantee you, by the time I just feel this, by the time Thrawn is fully realized and everything, you know what it's going to take? They're setting up these different worlds. So this is Boba Fett's world, right? This is Boba Fett's, thing on Tatooine. How much you want to bet that by the time they have to fight Thrawn, like fight the threat of Thrawn rising to power in the Empire, that Luke and all of them have to call on Boba Fett to help fight.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
So
I really would love.
Boba Fett has set up his his thing there on
domain
on Tatooine. But the thing is that for the sake of the galaxy, they have to call upon Boba Fett at that point to bring his group, his army, basically to come and help fight.
Jalen said we're gonna have Mandalorian Endgame. I thought that was what was gonna happen at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Like all these Force ghosts were gonna show up: Luke, Han, Leia, Mace Windu, Jar Jar. They're all gonna show up as Force ghosts and attack the Emperor. Anakin.
Well, they kind of did. Because all of the Jedi moved through Rey at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Now, I wish they would have realized that in a visual form. They didn't. But they did. But there are people on YouTube who actually have redone that shot the way that I felt like it should have been, where you actually see the Jedi behind her and come together. Like that would have been awesome. As she like pushes it back towards, and there's video of that. There's people who have they hold on, wait a second. What is this guy saying? They did not, Enosh. Come on. They did not what? They did not what?
Yo, is Jar Jar going to show up at some point? He's got to be alive. He's a Gungan.
No. Well, no. Jar Jar shows up in the Aftermath book, and he's a clown over on Naboo.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
disgraced.
He's on Naboo, and he's just kind of disgraced and it's sad. It really is. Okay, so here's a weird thing. Valentine's Day is next week.
Monday. Yep.
It's Monday. Today is Wednesday.
Yep. Wednesday.
If you're gonna give flowers to somebody, what day are you gonna give it to them?
That Monday.
Monday, right?
Yeah.
Why do they have roses and flowers and everything up here at the front of Walmart right now?
I don't know.
Is flower something? Is flower something you buy?
I don't know. It's possible people are going to do dates this weekend because it's a Monday. They might do a Friday night date, a Saturday night date, a Sunday night date. You know what I mean? Because Monday's the middle of the week.
That's true. It's just kind of funny. It's just kind of funny to see flowers in there for now. But I don't understand, Scotty. Yeah. I don't understand your comment. What do you mean? Who did not?
Yeah.
But I agree. Look, the Mandalorian. Look, they are going to have an Endgame style Mandalorian thing because Kathleen Kennedy said so. Kathleen Kennedy said a couple years ago that it's all going to end with a big joint thing.
Oh.
Endgame style. Wow!
Yeah.
Check this out. Quantum Leap, the complete series for $9.99.
Are they bringing that back? I think I heard that they're trying to bring that back. Quantum Leap Revival.
Yes. Apparently
With
they've
Scott
got one.
Black.
But this kind of ticks me off because I bought this a couple of years ago. The Force Ghost.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Don't give that any legitimacy, Scotty? Look, you know my feelings about the Rise of Skywalker, Scotty. But the reality is like she reaches out to the Jedi, and the Jedi all flow through her at that moment. I mean, she hears them all, speaking to her, and I mean, you don't see it visually, but man, I can't believe that they got the complete series of Quantum Leap for $9.96.
Speaking of Quantum Leap, did you ever watch Sliders? Because that's another one they were trying to bring back pre-pandemic. Yeah. Jonathan Rhys Davis was trying to get it back.
Yeah, I watched it a little bit. I watched it a little bit back in the day, but I'll be honest with you, it was never my I wasn't a big fan of it.
Okay, I watched it when I was.
Hold on, Scotty. Listen, maybe I need to call you and talk to you about this. But that's exactly what happened. She literally looks up into the sky, dude. Scotty, yeah. She literally looks up into the sky and she says, "Be with me." And like Anakin talks to her, Ahsoka talks to her, Mace Windu talks to her. So Mace Windu is dead by then as well. Yoda talks to her, Obi-Wan talks to her. Like they all say these things. Ahsoka talks to her. They all talk to her. They all flow through her. And then she says, he says, "I am all the Sith," and whatever. And she says, "And I am all the Jedi." And they all flow through her. That's exactly what happens, bro. Are you just being sarcastic to me? Like maybe you're being like, like that's what people would say, but I don't know, dude. That's pretty much what happens, bro. I don't know how to answer that one. That's pretty much what happened.
Integrity says, "Bring back Lois and Clark, the old Adventures of Superman." Well, I guess Superman and Lois is kind of like a spiritual successor to that.
Yeah, but the old show was better, though. I think.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, even with the kids stuff, I like the fact that they have kids and everything. But yeah. I liked Lois and Clark.
See, I don't mind that they have kids, but sometimes when the story jumps to the kids in their high school drama, I'm like, my mind kind of turns off. Like, that's what I have with
the show.
Hey, look! It's who Zack Snyder is going to direct the next movie of.
Oh my gosh, that's an exclusive right there.
Exclusive right there. I got the album right here. Zack Snyder's The Chipmunks, their greatest hits. It's going to be a little darker. Alvin and Simon are going to face off, and Theodore is going to be in the middle, come in at the last minute. Doomsday is going to come in and try to kill them all.
I would have watched that too, to be honest. But
yeah, I'd watch that. Heck yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch the heck out of that. Zack Snyder's Chipmunks. I swear to God. When I have Zack Snyder on the channel, I'm going to ask him if he would direct the Chipmunks.
Oh, you know what I would love Zack to do? His own interpretation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, I said that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Really? Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Like the way they were done in the comics, where they were a little bit darker. A lot of people forget the original comics that Kevin Eastman made were kind of dark. Like not dark as like they were gruesome, but like these were kind of like moody characters. Sure. You know, they were kind of lightened up by the movies and the cartoons. But I would love to see Zack do his version of the TMT, and I think it'd be really cool. You know.
Where the heck did they move all the toys? My Walmart is crazy right now. My Walmart, this Walmart anyways, is like where the heck did they move everything?
Integrity's all about Lewis and Clark. Yo, Terry Hatcher is something else. That is just
Terry Hatcher was all right. She's not my favorite Lois though. I'll be honest.
Oh no, I don't mean that Lois. I'm saying she was, very good looking.
Just a bin of figures and stuff. I think that they're trying to replanogram everything, but like they literally have just like thrown everything in a bunch of big boxes here. What the heck is going on here at this Walmart?
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck they're doing here.
Last night.
This is weird. Oh, here's some figures.
Look again.
Some Transformers.
Yeah, it says the only Justice League 2 we're getting from Snyder is him directing the adult film version.
Oh, jeez. Who said that? Who said
Me.
that? Oh, shut up.
And Siri.
Well, you know what? You know what? The first three movies in that franchise were a bit adult for everyone because you actually had to use your brain.
Yeah, and
to
I
actually
think that's
watch
one of
it.
my issues with it. Like with some of the Marvel fans, like they'll praise, and I love the MCU, but like I've been hard on them. I'm like, there's nothing that makes you think.
Yeah, I agree.
Ibrahim Khan says, when the next Star Wars theatrical movie? Do we know? No, I don't know.
No, it's supposed to be. Well, I mean, they haven't. I haven't really heard any much talk about Rogue Squadron. You know, and then we haven't really heard much about Taika Waititi is supposed to uh, do one.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's always these rumors that Kevin Feige has got something planned. Okay, I don't know what the heck they're doing here.
I love Kevin.
So I got they used to have all the action figures in one aisle, but right now they got like some in this aisle, some on this end cap back here, and then some on one over there. It's like a weird thing. I don't know what's going on here at my Walmart. Oh. Trying to find stuff. It's got Superman. Look for a Green Lantern. Need a Green Lantern so bad. This is the Walmart that I found one at, but a kid had it. So
Yeah.
I figured I wouldn't, knock the kid in the head and steal it or anything. I was being nice that day. I was thinking of Cherie. Cherie was with me. Like her niceness rubbed off on me. Hey, look at there. You can get a discount Ajax for $17. No wonder those toys didn't sell.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Well, hey, we've been going on a long time.
Yep.
So I think we're going to end the stream. And but a great talk about Star Wars tonight. We'll be talking about Star Wars, probably Book of Boba Fett on the main show. I got a title of the main show. We got all these titles for everybody's shows. I don't really have a title for the overnight show. Like it's just kind of like
What do you call it?
overnight.
Midnight Lounge.
Midnight Lounge. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. I thought that's what it was called. Midnight Lounge. Yeah.
No, but I like that.
Yeah.
I see. Look, this is where we do our staff meetings, man. Right here, like in this format. I like it. Staff meeting right here. Austin's not here, but Midnight Lounge. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, we might have to do that. But did Scotty ever answer? I don't. Scotty and I are going to have a conversation offline. He says not what happened.
Not what happened. Yeah, he hasn't said anything.
Well, Scotty, you know what you're going to have to do? You're just going to have to get on an airplane. You and Sophie, you're going to have to fly to Michigan, and you and I are going to have a conversation in person, live, and hash that one out. I love Scotty. And Sophie. Sophie is going to be doing a show with Tiff, and Wonder Meg's in too. So they're going to be doing some stuff together. So that's cool. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to what's going on. And yeah, we are coming soon. I think. Awesome. Says we'll hash it out when you aren't walking around Walmart. There you go. And yes, Sherry, I like it. Midnight Lounge with Enosh and friends. Oh, by the way, so when I went to go buy the stuff at GameStop, I ended up getting pulled into a conversation with a guy who's a collector and stuff like that, and he's going to subscribe to the channel and stuff. So always working, man. Always working. Like what I always say, one subscriber at a time.
Yep.
Even when YouTube tries to shadow ban us, one subscriber at a time. We get one subscriber, we lose one subscriber. We get one subscriber, we lose one subscriber because YouTube is stupid. And I appreciate it. So make sure that you guys are still subscribed. Do your thing. Love you all. Be back tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time for the greatest people I've known, or what's the show called?
What's the show called? I've met.
Yes.
I think. And it's the first show of the Pantheon, am I right?
It is the first show at the Pantheon. It absolutely is. So the greatest people I've met with Austin Lean and yours truly will be there being interviewed by Austin. So look forward to it. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this next chapter in the Poindexter Lounge, the Poindexter Pantheon. Accept no substitutions. Don't, you know what? Promote this. Hey, if you guys could, you know what? If you guys could do us one favor, share the videos on social media. Like, you guys are on social media, share the links, right? Hit that little button below the video that says share. Hit share, right? Share it on Twitter. Say, hey, I'm watching. If you're watching and you're on Twitter, say, hey, I'm watching Point Extra Lounge right now on Point Extra Lounge, right? Just put that on Twitter, like, to put it out there and like make people think, right? About us. It helps out. It really does. Give us a like. That helps out as well. I mean, that really helps. You guys don't know that helps the algorithm, because it helps people to know. It helps YouTube to know that people are engaged. Leave comments on the videos. That's another thing, because like, a like is great, and all this stuff, and a watch is great, but also if you leave a comment, that is seen as, like, YouTube, the algorithm sees that as, like, somebody stopped in, they spent some time with us, and they took the time to actually leave a comment. Right.
Yeah.
So all those things matter, guys. You guys matter more than you realize. And so we're very, very thankful to you guys, and what you do. Hey, you know what? And Integrity, I'm so sorry, man. Like, Integrity says that he keeps leaving messages that he doesn't see, like comments and stuff. And I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I've looked into it, bro, and I just don't know why. So, but the thing is, guys, keep doing it. You know what? And you guys know we appreciate you all, and we're very, very thankful for you guys. Okay, so keep it up, keep up the good work. Accept no substitutions. And you know what? Like, if you see somebody making fun of the lounge or mocking it, you know what? Don't get into an argument with anybody, right?
Yeah.
Don't do it. You know what? There are people out there who don't understand what we're doing. They don't understand what I'm doing. They don't understand, like, our goals and our plans and everything for this. It doesn't matter. We're gonna keep doing what we do, right?
Exactly.
And it's like I even say about the Snyderverse, Eddie, right? If it happens, and you didn't think it was going to happen, just come back and celebrate with us.
Yeah.
You don't have to believe it's going to happen. You don't have to be any of that stuff. Just come back and celebrate with us.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'll celebrate all right when it doesn't happen. I'll have a good hater stream.
Well, see, I'm not. You know what? The day that they announce something's happening, I'm not even going to. I'm not gonna, like, make some like I told you so stream. I'm not gonna do that, because it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna go on with my life. Right.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? That's the thing I say about the Pantheon. Like, look, we're gonna like, be straight up. I've seen the remarks, right? We've seen the videos.
Yep.
We've seen the mockery, like, even to my friend Jack here, and here's the thing. It's petty. It's really petty. We've tried to reach out. We've tried to be friendly. I'm still here. I'm still willing to have conversations. I don't have ill will towards anybody. I love everybody. I've never meant any ill will. I want to publicly even address this, because people have asked the question, especially after yesterday. This guy right here, I did not go after him. Okay? I did not headhunt him. I did not steal him from anybody. All right? I'm just going to be straight up with you. Jack contacted me just because he wanted some guidance,
some guidance about someone else had asked me about moving to their channel, and I was asking you for a little bit of wisdom, advice,
Yeah. And so he asked me, and I told him, I said, hey, that's a big step, right? Because you guys have been over in Pop Culture Corner, and we love Ty. I love Ty. I support Ty. I didn't steal Jack away from Ty. Didn't do it. That was the thing. Jack came to me and said, hey, we're thinking about moving. They were actually going to go to another channel. And we just started talking, and Jack and I became friends. And we just, we just started talking. I was like, hey, I'm planning on doing this thing. What would you think about maybe coming here?
Yeah.
And that was how it happened. That was literally how it happened. Because, me and Austin have been friends for a long time, and I got to know Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. And then next thing I know, like, people are concerned about it, and they think, whatever, here's the thing, guys. We got no ill will towards anybody. I'm not in secret fights and arguments with people and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty straight up, and I'm the type of person, I will address things head on. I get it. We live in a cynical world, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, Eddie, we live in a cynical world, man. Everybody wants some drama. Everybody wants some issue. Everybody wants, to do these things. That's just not how I live my life. And yes, I am overly sensitive. There's been some people who've asked me, who have noticed some things and stuff. I have been sensitive to a few things because I lost the most important person in my life, my grandmother.
Oh,
She
sorry.
she was my mentor. She was my inspiration. She was my rock. You guys don't even know. Like when I was hurting, if I had an issue that I couldn't handle, she's the one I went to, and she was gone. And I lost my job, and I'm still trying to figure that out, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, the two most devastating things that can happen to a person happened to me literally within the space of a month. Okay. So to my internet friends, to my counterparts, my peers in streaming and stuff, please just know, like, even the jokes, like even the trolling, just being funny or whatever, please understand that still hurts, right?
Yeah.
Because we're trying to do something here. We're just trying to do something. We're not trying to be the big Poindexter, Pantheon network, that like takes over the world. We're not trying to change the world. We're literally just trying to provide you guys some entertainment and just have some fun. Jack's going to do a fun show. Everybody who's doing fun shows. We got more stuff coming on the way that we're talking about. And that's
Can I
it.
share something real quick?
Yeah.
I just made it real quick. Just, how's this look? I mean, it's just a concept. I did in like 2 minutes, but
Staff meeting. Ooh, look at that.
you want to do that? I mean, I want to do more stuff to it, but maybe change the font. But
Check that out, guys. Check that out. See, staff meeting. Y'all are part of the staff meeting. I love it.
like,
I love it.
yeah.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, hey, we're gonna let things go because my phone's got less than 10% battery, so it's gonna die anyway. So Jack will have to finish the show if I don't get off of here. So we love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Just know that we love you all. Like even the people who have who don't get what we're doing and spoken negatively, we're just doing our thing, guys. And and yeah, we know Eddie. We know Eddie trolls, but we know Eddie loves us, and we love Eddie. And Eddie's been a huge supporter of the channel, and we support Eddie. We love Eddie, even though he doesn't say that much. He just pops it right there. I love it. But yeah, we love you guys, and very, very thankful. And you know what? I love that about Eddie. I love that Eddie like does these little trolls and stuff. I'll never forget, like Eddie got me one day really, really good. I was like making coffee one morning, and like I see this video about like Poindexter Lounge is a fraud or whatever phony. And I'm like, what the heck happened to Eddie? Like what the heck is all that about? And it's like, it's Eddie trolling, being funny, and but it's fun. It's fun. So, all right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna leave Walmart. I'm gonna go check about that job. So we'll see. We'll see how that works, right? And I'll be your teacher, Eddie. Be like, Eddie, stop talking to that girl. Stop. Leave her alone, Eddie. Leave her alone.
Oh my gosh! You caught me too much. Whatever.
Right. Like leave her alone, Eddie. She's not trying to talk to you, man. What's this note? You passed her? I like you. If you like me, check yes.
Oh,
if
no,
you don't, check no.
Oh my gosh.
Check maybe.
That check maybe. Will you please watch my YouTube channel? Check yes or no. Love Eddie.
Nah, I'll be too embarrassed to that.
We love Eddie. We love all of you guys. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and just remember, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Don't tell anybody. Whoops, I forgot that was up there. I changed brands there. Okay, and don't. I'm in Walmart, for goodness sake. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. And don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter. But seek to have good conversations. All right, and treat everybody with a lot of respect. And if you do that, there'll always be a place for you here in the Poindexter Lounge. We love you guys. We respect you guys, and just stay good. All right, stay good, and don't give in to the rage. Don't give in to the rage. That was for you, Cherie. So, all right, guys, we love you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here tonight. Bye-bye.